Guys, it's Monday and I'm up with another weight loss video about my testimony. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about depression and anxiety. Whether if you guys suffer from it or not, I just wanted to touch base on it just a little bit. But I do suffer from anxiety, maybe a little bit of depression. But I just wanted to share my story. I'm just not going to go all out into it, but I want to show you guys that there's somebody out there that has a problem like that, and maybe I can help you, or maybe you can share this video. But when I was a heavier girl, I wasn't I don't remember like being depressed or being upset or having issues or anything about myself or anything. But as I had lost all my weight, I noticed the feeling of isolation, a little bit of depression, a tiny bit of regret about having the surgery. I felt like I wasn't relatable to anybody, like nobody could relate about my issues that I was having with myself. I noticed that when it took me a while to figure out, but I noticed that I used food as a comforting mechanism when I was much heavier, because I wanted to have like a fat burger and I know that I couldn't. But I was like, what is it? Like, why do I feel like this? What could I direct my issue towards? Like, how? So I started exercising. So I exercised, and then I exercised so much I started getting muscle spasms. But I just wanted to like touch base a little bit on about like depression a little bit. I did deal with it. I did get it. And reason being was because after you're done with surgery, lost your weight, you're so preoccupied with everything going on about losing, and then just familiarizing with your body, you don't lose touch. You just realize, okay, now that everything's done and settled, here comes real life, like real more issues. Because for the longest time, I never felt like I was like, I don't know how to say this, like I needed to depend on somebody. Like I just needed that comfort. But I guess I used food as a comforting mechanism. Whereas now I go exercise, and that's my comfort mechanism, because I'm using my energy towards positive until I felt like I was doing too much. And that's why I rarely work out as much. But the isolation part, it came about as far as like when I had like lost all of it. And I just my life at the time was starting to, 2 years ago, was starting to come packed with each other like this. More issues started coming. It wasn't about me. It was about like within my family, with my boys. I had to get my son tested for, ADHD, one of them. And I just didn't know how to deal, because, I was just like, okay, if I'm going to deal with it, I'm going to go eat, because I didn't know, but I couldn't do it. But I just felt like I had no outlet, like to go talk to somebody about it. So I just kept it within until last year. I just felt like I was worthless. Like, what could I do to help my son? It was just like, oh my God, he was struggling with school. It was just too much. And then like you tell people, like you ask, and it's like people just don't know how to say the right things. And it was a family member, and it's just like, gosh, it was like a blow. But it was like, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with problems like this when I can't stuff something in my mouth to make myself feel better? How do I deal with, problems? How do I deal with my anxiety? So I went to the doctor, and he put me on medication for antidepressants, and he put me on half a dose. I only did it for maybe a month, and I just felt worse. I felt more worse off than I ever did, where I was just crying all the time. I just felt bad, like bad. mad, and nobody knows this because I'm not the one to be putting my business out until like now, because this is my weight loss testimony, because I want you guys to know that this is how you deal with real life. It's raw. And I went and I told him I can't take these. I wanted to just, I was like, it was worse. It was just, let me just tell you, it was horrible. So I snapped out of it, but it was so ugly that I just like, I couldn't believe like the things that I was thinking, like my thoughts. And I was like, this is not me. This is not how these pills are supposed to work. So, I talked to my husband and he helped me so much. And I just know that when you do this, you have to take it day by day. It can't be rushed. And relationships are going to just be gone. And new ones will form. Because I do have some friends that don't know that I had surgery. But the depression, it went so deep. I was like, damn, I couldn't deal with it. Until I just like snapped out of it. But I have comfort. And I have some people that I can talk to. But it's just like, if you feel that way, go get help. Don't handle it yourself, Like the anxiety where it's just like the overwhelmness of everything. It pretty much does come with the territory, because you're just like, what do I do? How do I help myself? How do I help my family? Because it's just overwhelming. I mean, you don't want to go tell people because you don't want people to know your business, but you do need to talk to somebody before you can get that help that you need, because it's just horrible to feel alone, So, anyways, I just want you guys to know that it may happen, and if it does, that's great, that it'll pass you guys. But if you don't, if you feel that you are depressed and you have the anxiety, get help or talk to somebody like immediately, because it won't pass right away and it goes way deep. So it's just like, you got to fix yourself. You got to let God, and I'm not like a religious, like I don't go to church as I used to anymore, but he knows I'm there, and he knows I call for him, and he picked me up. So, with that note, guys, I just want you to know that I'm there, and it's happened where I just like, I'm dealing with it. I still deal with it. Like I said, it's day by day, and you just like, it's just emotions. It's just, that isolation, having to deal with this and your family, but whatever struggles you have makes you stronger. And I believe that, like, I don't think I could have done this like long time ago, like back. It took me like 35 years ago, when I first did my surgery. It took that part of me to do it, and then now it's like, okay, I'm building myself back up again as a stronger person to deal with whatever I feel as far as emotions and like the anxiety, because there's outlets to take care of it where you need to confide with somebody, or you just don't want to fall down and just like not be able to cope. But I do have a support group with my husband. He's there like all the way. I feel so bad for him sometimes because I'm just like laying it on him. But he's so good. Like, he helps me so much with these boys and just everything. And it's just like, ah! So, but it's just, it does happen. It happened to me. I'm still like getting through it, because what was my down point was, having to take care of my son and having to make sure he doesn't struggle, because, whether to, do meds, not do meds for them. And it's just, I want my kids to live a happy, fulfilled life. I want them to feel, that they can be something in this world, because I'm doing it. I want to be something in this world. I want to have a voice. That's why I'm going back to school. So I don't think this was a good time to do my video, because I'm so hormonal because of, but I just felt like it needed to be out there about the depression and anxiety. Like sometimes it just gets so overwhelming, but you just need to go talk to somebody. You need to vent. Don't hold it in. Don't think it'll pass, because if it doesn't, then you're in trouble. And you need to go either to a support group or find that one person that you trust in your life that you can, lay it out. I mean, it has to be somebody you really can trust, not a gossiper. So, but with that being said, not always is the grass greener on the other side, especially after you lose all this weight. I do try to live a fulfilled life, but yet I do have times where I'm just like low. But I have to snap out of it because I have all this around me, my kids, my family. That's what it is. It's that mold. So they help me get through. But anyways, I hope this kind of helps somebody, that, it does happen. It happened to me. But I mean, I'm just trying to, get through it and not knock myself out about it, about the depression or anything, because, can't use food as an outlet. It doesn't work that way. Food can be your enemy. Your food that can, supposed to be, you eat can also kill you. So, but anyways, guys, I hope this wasn't too deep, but like I said, I was going to go into depression and anxiety. So there. But yeah, about the pills, if you need them, take them. It just didn't work for me. Like I said, I'm not a doctor in any way. I'm just showing and sharing my testimony. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in a couple days when I post up my daily vlog with my boys and my hubs. Take care. Bye.